Hey, kia ora, Helen Brahms here coming to you live from Mesa in Arizona. Happy Boxing Day. What is Boxing Day? Stay tuned and you will find out, but it is also Shake It Up Saturday. So I hope you're having a super fantastic, sparkling start to your day. This is my first time online since my Facebook Live last night, so we're doing pretty well. Um, so yesterday we got to watch, I think it was a total ended up being 6 movies yesterday. None of them were on my list. It was just watching one movie after another. Oh, this one sounds good, and they were all Christmas-based movies. Oh, this one sounds good. This one sounds good. And the one that stands out to me though was called a Christmas Wish, and it was about a woman who had 3 kids. The first one was her husband's kid. The second one was her kid, and the third one was theirs. And she ended up. Um, Her husband left her, stripped everything out of their bank account, took everything that he could, and took off, and left her with basically nothing but the 3 kids. Even his own kid was left behind. And so then it was her struggle to get back on her feet again, and how it was, 2 weeks before Christmas when he took off as well. And she ends up in this little town and struggles, and she's got a stepson who doesn't like her, always says that daddy's going to come back, and she's got a daughter. Her own daughter is believes in the magic of Christmas. And then the 3-year-old was the ninja. They called her the ninja baby because if you watch the movie, you'll see all the antics that the 3-year-old gets up to. It's quite amusing. But just talking about the struggles, it wasn't a romance. It was a good chick flick though. Um, it had the potential to be a romantic movie, one of those romantic chick flicks, but it wasn't. It was just a good story about a woman facing a lot of struggles and how she got, um, she's straight. She's got no money. She's just got an old car, um, and she ends up in this town at a struggling diner and working there and trying to make ends meet and find somewhere for her kids. And she's got a hotel. The motel owner is a complete ass. Um, and very particular about things. His wife is absolutely lovely, polar opposites. But it was just a really good, feel good Christmas movie. Made you believe in the spirit of Christmas, which is always all around us every time. But it was a good movie. I can't tell you what the other 5 were. I don't know. I don't care. But it was just a day of entertainment and just sitting there. And like I said, we were grazing throughout the day. It was a really good day. Got to chat with the grandsons for about 2 seconds because they were off playing with their new toys. But it was a good day. It was a good day. Um, so today is Shake It Up Saturday. It is also Boxing Day. In the Commonwealth countries, this is known as Boxing Day. And Boxing Day is the day originally when the landowners and things would box up the rich and the class different society levels that they had. The rich people would box up food and stuff for the poor and go out and deliver it to the poor. And usually it was like the landowners would go out to their tenants and deliver these boxes that was leftover food. It might have been clothing, maybe some money, extra money in there as well. But it was just stuff basically that they wanted to get rid of, and they would pack it all up and go and give it to the poor. And it was always done in boxes. So hence Boxing Day. Now it is just a shopping day, and it's first day after Christmas. It's a massive shopping day in the Commonwealth countries, very similar to Black Friday here in the US. So when it comes to shopping day, so not so much boxing up stuff and leftovers to give to the poor. It is more about shopping. So that's where it originated from and what it kind of has become today. But today is Shake It Up Saturday. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I have to tell you about my dog shaking up the morning. We had a very late start to the day. We were over at the dog park, and I was talking with one of our neighbours. She came to dump some traps, so we're standing there talking, and Zeffie's at the other end of the park. And all of a sudden she starts barking and howling, and I turn over. There's the mail carrier's truck coming down the road. Zeffie went ballistic. She was yipping and howling, and she even at one point, the mail truck stopped directly in front, directly opposite her on the opposite side of the road, and and Zeffie sits there, her back end's going like crazy, her tail's going like, you couldn't see her tail, it was just a blur. There was a lot of dust being blown up. And she started howling. And I'm just standing there horrified at my dog. But at the same time, I couldn't stop laughing. And the other person I was talking with was like, what? I said, she knows Chris. She says, oh, and she said, oh, that's the guy today. I says, no, Chris is on today, and she's got treats, and Zeffie knows it. And she's like, oh, what a smart dog she is. So Chris actually came over, gave her a treat, and said, and I said, she's going to want another one when you get over to our place. She says, yeah, actually, I think I have something for you today too. So we got back to the RV, And Zeffy is had something to eat, had a drink, and she is now waiting at the door. And it's probably going to be at least another 45 minutes to an hour before Chris gets over here. Depends on where she is in her route and what she's got to deliver. So, but yes, my dog was whining and howling at the mail carrier this morning to make sure that she got noticed so she could get her treat. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was horrified at the same time, but it was funny. So that was a bit of a shake up to my day. But today is normally Saturdays I take off from work and do just a little bit here and there. But today, because I wasn't working yesterday, I did get most of my stuff that I wanted to get done. In fact, I got my to-do list done for Thursday so that my week to-do list was completed. But I thought I'm going to shake it up today. Yes, I've got a nice 3-day weekend I could have, but I'm like, we're going to shake things up. We're going to do our planning for next week today instead of tomorrow. We are going to get a head start on next week's to-do list and do some stuff today. Instead of doing it on Monday, we're going to do it today and get that started so we get a jump on the stuff for next week, because next week's also going to be a short day because we've got New Year's Day on Friday. And we've also got to look at what we're going to do because our lease on the site is up on the 31st. I'm not sure if we have to leave the 31st or we have to leave the 1st, but the campground came back with a really great offer on a per month basis for 2 months, and so we're probably going to do that extension, get that extension done, and so we'll be calling them up this week to get that done, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we won't have to move anywhere else, because usually if you at this point, if you extend your stay, they make you move to another site. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we can stay at this site, but yeah, we'll see. We'll find out on Monday morning because the office is closed over the weekend, so we'll find out on Monday, and I will call them up and say, hey, we want to extend, what do we need to do, and da 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 da. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So today it is all about getting a jump start on next week, and doing our planning for next week, getting a jump start on the stuff we need to do next week, and yeah, that's basically it. Normally a day that we kind of take off. We're actually full on throttle working, going to be working most of the day. She's seen the mail carrier on the street behind us. She's now looking out the window at the top of behind the couch to see if she can see the mail carrier coming down the street. Now we're back at the door. She knows where to go to get her views, I tell you. So today we are shaking it up, but we're actually going to do it's not going to be a full day work since it's almost 11 o'clock. We're going to be working most of today and getting a jump start on our to-do list for next week. We're going to do all our planning today, start on our to-do list for next week so we get a jump start on that so that we don't have to work next Friday. Even though it is New Year's Day, I think I might take a 3-day weekend next weekend. I don't know. But that's the plan for today. And shaking it up is all about doing something out of routine. What is something you've always wanted to do? Let's start planning it. We've been issuing this challenge for the last few Saturdays. If there's Zeffy. So now it's looking ahead at 2021. What is it you want to get accomplished in 2021? Start making your plan today. Shake it up a little bit. Step out of your comfort zone. What's something that you can do that takes you outside your comfort zone? And let's start getting it on the plan for 2021. Putting in the dates you want to complete it by and start taking those first steps towards getting it done. Committing to it. So that's today. All about today is committing to your plan for 2021. What is your plan? If you don't have one, start thinking about it. Start writing it out today. And then start putting dates on it. Because you can turn around, in 2021 I want to do this. Okay, so when in 2021? Do you want it at the beginning of the year, at the end of the year? What specific date do you want to have it done by? What specific date do you want to have it done by? And you can say, I just want to get it done in 2021. If you don't put an end date on your goal, it is just a dream. So to turn a dream into a goal, you put a date on it. So get a date on those dreams and goals that you have for 2021. For those dreams you have for 2021, get your dates down on there that you want to have them completed by. Break them down into smaller steps so that's, and the steps should be about an hour in length. Anywhere from 5 minutes to an hour in length for each step. And get those ready to go. And you can actually start working on some of them this year. So that by the time you hit January 1st, you're already hitting the ground running. So shake it up a little bit. Get in there. Get in early and get some planning done. So we're planning today and we're working today. So go have a super fantastic, sparkling Shake It Up Saturday, and we will catch you guys later this evening. Heck on it.